Thanks, Bongi. Violence at yet another prison, and SA gets a boost in fighting HIV, AIDS, TB and malaria. That's in the news this hour. Good afternoon. Correctional Services authorities say prisoners' access to cell phones and television is the possible cause of violence in prisons. 20 prisoners have been wounded, 2 critically, in gang violence at the Pollsmoor prison in Cape Town. The violence at Pollsmoor comes in the wake of similar incidents at 3 other prisons, Groenpunt in Free State, St. Albans in Port Elizabeth, and the Rustenburg Maximum Prison in Northwest. Western Cape Correctional Services Commissioner Telekile Klaas.
The cell phones, it's clear that they are being smuggled, and I think there are 3 ways where offenders are smuggling cell phones. And the first was that whenever they go to court, they find a way of smuggling phones. The second is that there are some of our members, bad apples within our midst, who are working with offenders to smuggle phones and TIC and other stuff. But the main problem is also sometimes families.
The National Union of Mine Workers says it was outraged that Lonmin had started wage talks directly with rock drill operators, violating the collective wage bargaining process. This has emerged at the Marikana Commission, which is probing the cause of the deaths of 44 people during an unprotected strike at Lonmin Platinum Mine in the Northwest. Rival union AMCU's legal representative Heidi Barnes is cross-examining the NUM's chief negotiator at Lonmin, Eric Cilichana.
I put it to you, sir, that the actions of NUM do not accord with a trade union that is unhappy, let alone outraged, by the unilateral action of Lonmin. Would you like to comment on that?
That will be our opinion. We indicated also that we were not against any adjustments to the workers, but we were against the process.
Farm workers in Dedorans in the Hex River Valley in the Western Cape are alleging that farmers are firing them because of their participation in the recent strike action. Yesterday, COSATU and Farm Workers Union Bausa warned that renewed strike action may flare up following the allegations. Some workers had this to say.
We all go back to him and ask him, boss, what is the price? If you ask, if 80 rand, if you don't want the price, you must go and ask our president for more money. I don't know what's happening and what's going on.
The boss told us we must bring the truck back before he give us a job. We can't give us a job again because we ban his truck. He's already having people from Venda and people from Lensburg.
The Public Service Commission has welcomed indications that government is considering a total ban on public servants doing business with the state. Last year, the Commission made the proposal while it briefed Parliament's Public Service Portfolio Committee. Currently, state employees are only required to declare their financial interests. However, the Commission believes the requirement is not enough. Animal behavior expert Richard Boynton says crocodiles are less likely to attack on land unless humans provoke them. Boynton says adult crocodiles can also go for long periods without a meal. Almost 15,000 crocodiles escaped from a crocodile farm in Musina during the floods earlier this week. Most of them have been recaptured. Boynton elaborates.
As water subsides, they're going to obviously move to more permanent bodies of water, which will probably be the bigger rivers in the area. Look, reptiles are designed to go long periods without food, but then we're talking adult crocs. The young crocs obviously need food more regularly because their metabolisms are faster. They won't attack on land at all unless you're physically trying to catch them.
South Africa has welcomed Germany's pledge of about 12 billion rand to the Global Fund to fight HIV, AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria. German Health Minister Dirk Niebel announced the pledge at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. President Zuma says the funds would help government sustain its HIV, AIDS programs.
We are reducing the mother-to-child transmission. We have increased the life expectancy. I think we've done very well. So the pledge that has been made, we'll make good use of to add to it, because we are looking at a situation where within a particular period we would actually come to a situation where some of the elements of HIV and AIDS would actually be eradicated.